The art of aura farming.
Aura farming. The simple definition of this is doing random acts just for the sake of gaining aura.
There is no need to be putting whatever this seasoning in like that, bro. You twisted that thing about like 4 times. You could have just poured, one swift motion. You want to do that sideways?
By this definition, aura farming has been around for years, alright? Just look at damn plague doctors. You be fighting for your life on your deathbed, and these pull out in the toughest fit you've ever seen.
This is a tough fit. Yo, imagine you're literally on your deathbed, struggling for someone to treat you, and you see whatever this is pull up. This is terrifying. This is literally a nightmare. What about this is tough?
Because I promise you they knew they weren't helping, okay? They were just there for the fit pics. This is dead ass how they were moving. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm not guilty of aura farming. We all have our moments of doing things we don't normally do. For example,
you're washing your hands by doing this. What happened to just putting it together?
You ever walk past a group of assorted shits and all of a sudden you're on the weather app scrolling? Yeah, that's a form of aura farming, trying to look over.
I'm not gonna lie, there is times that I thought if I don't make eye contact with girls that they'd be paying attention to me more. But as I grow up, I started to realize, bro, that nonchalant shit is not it, bro. If you think someone is attractive, go up to them. Compliment them. Do something, bro. Because I know the people that regret shit the most are the people that are in parties that are like literally wallflowers that are looking at all of the men get action, but they want to aura farm and be mysterious thinking the girl will show up to them. No! Go to them, bro. Introduce yourself. Do something. It's good having the trait to talk to people, to converse. If you don't do that, whole party you're gonna be bitchless, bro.
Oh, mysterious. But out of all the ways that you could aura farm, acting mysterious really is not that bad because everybody does it. Being mysterious is overrated anyways. Sometimes you just have to dance.
Literally. Bro, and those are the people having fun.
But I really draw that line once you start to change your whole personality just to look mysterious, bro. And it's especially around females that guys want to switch out. Like, gang, you look like this. Oh, Lord. Being mysterious is not gonna help you. But you really gotta know what's gonna lose your aura.
Yeah, I feel like you gotta keep it real with yourself too, bro. Look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, do you have traits enough to be mysterious? Like, for example, if you're not like 6'3" or like 6'2", like just a crazy height difference where people are just gonna notice you, you already lost some points, bro.
And what's gonna make you gain it? Cause high-key aura farming can get you cooked, bro. Hypothetical situation, you're in a dance battle. It could go one of 2 ways. You end up busting out the craziest dance moves that anyone has ever seen. You've impressed everybody, they'll be talking about this for weeks upon weeks. Or it could go like this. My nigga,
that ain't even that bad. I think my thing is, bro, before you get into a public dance battle, you gotta dance in front of your friends first. See what your friends say. Like, you have to have people like, cheering you on and be like, yo, bro, you could dance. If you don't hear that compliment, bro, don't do this shit. It ain't worth it.
What kind of dance move is that?
And I would never do a dance battle. If I know I can't dance myself, why would I put myself in that predicament?
Losing aura while trying to aura farm has to be the saddest way to go out. You see me? I studied, bro. So I can tell you exactly what not to do. So I've constructed a list of the top 3 worst attempts at aura farming, and then I'll just show you some examples of good aura farming.
Okay, let's get
right into it then. At the number 3 spot, we have Speed's backflip in front of his girl. Yeah, this guy has 0 spatial awareness or something. Nah, but successfully landing a backflip has to be one of the swaggiest things you can do. And it's not like bro can't do it. It's just this.
I feel like everyone gets impressed by a backflip, right? I gotta learn how to do a backflip. Funny enough, it's rare to see a backflip nowadays. A lot of people just don't do backflips. I feel like that's a good party trick.
But failing in front of people, having them question your health and safety, that is beyond an aura loss. The only reason this one isn't high is because of Speed. He doesn't have much aura to lose.
What has to be happening for your nostrils to have this much booger in it, bro?
And while we're talking about backflips, doing a backflip for no reason has to be top tier aura farming. Can you explain to me what a backflip was supposed to do in this situation?
Oh my God.
My nigga jumped right into his hands. The way this isn't even the worst one. Just look at this. That backflip actually put him in more danger than if he was just to step back.
Literally, you jumped up towards the chainsaw.
Top tier aura farming. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. And at my number 2 spot, I have to place the Jaden Smith incident. This has to be one of the worst attempts at horror farming.
Oh my god, like, can we talk about, like, the political and economic state of the world right now?
I know when he said this, he felt like a Harvard scholar, bro. He felt like he was miles ahead of everyone mentally, bro. He thought he was doing some shit that no one else was on, bro.
What does this mean, bro? Wait, did somebody say bro? I'm dead ass not gonna linger on this one. I'm just gonna move on. At the #1 spot.
Why was he bragging about not having a childhood? I don't understand. If I could go back, I would definitely want to be a child. I don't want reality to set in that the world is a terrible place. I'm okay. Let me live my life and have fun. You want credit because you know there's war out there.
I have every person that got caught looking at the camera after aura farming. Now this one is your fault, bro. You knew the cameras were recording and you decided to clip farm. That's on you. Now for some of the best aura farmers, I'ma start off with fiction. In my top 3, I have Piccolo. Look at this nigga, bro. We see the fit. Killua, bro swears he has.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't see the hype in Piccolo, but Killua, any anime character with white hair, you got it. I don't think I've ever seen a character in anime with white hair that I dislike.
Dreads, you trying too hard to be nonchalant, boy. And Thanos.
Y'all watch Endgame, right? Or Infinity War. I think it was called Infinity War. That scene where he was like, "Oh, Nick, you should have aimed for the head." And then the nigga snapped. Yo, that was one of the greatest scenes ever.
If you don't know these characters, you need to tap in. But if you do, you can agree with me on how much these guys be aura farming. And I wanted to put Vegeta in here. But this guy goes out sorry way too often, who pull up to the fight looking tough. 3 seconds later, he's out here like this. Bro, how you about to fall into Goku's hands like a damsel in distress? Come on, man. Vegeta's tough, I promise you, it's just his writing.
Give a nigga a break. Give a nigga a break.
And for the other guys I mentioned, there's some of the biggest aura farmers out. This guy Piccolo will be posted up in a random location, just waiting for the audience to see his fit, and then proceed to do nothing for the rest of the fight. He dead ass just there to look cool. And in this clip here, the whole universe is about to be erased. Look at this guy trying to act nonchalant.
Yo, I don't watch Dragon Ball Z. Can someone tell me how often like the universe or the planet or whatever gets destroyed, bro? Because I heard even like Nappa is strong enough to destroy the planet. I'm not gonna lie. Here's my issue with Dragon Ball Z. I don't care that much when everyone is powerful. Like, I think there's beauty in only a couple people being that strong. But this is the only anime I know where everyone could potentially just blow up a planet if they wanted to.
And don't get me started on Killua, bro. No matter the situation, this guy's always gonna be posed up. Just look at him, bro. He has a power called Godspeed, and he's using it to slowly walk towards his opponent. We see the transformation, bro. And look at everybody else in this shot. And then look at him. I don't even need to say it, man. And next up, I have Thanos. Now, this guy was fiending for us to take a picture of him, bro. Look at how he was pulling up to every function. No matter what the situation was, he either had to be posed up cold or dropping the hardest quote you've ever heard.
The hardest choices require the strongest wills.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Even with his attacks, he was aura farming. Was there any reason for him to destroy this moon? No.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Even while he was being disintegrated by cosmic forces, this guy had to sit down first, pose for the flick, and then disappear. Yeah, Thanos just been begging for an edit, bro. This nigga doing way too much. And if we want to talk about real world examples, first place has to go to Duke Genis. In terms of his failure to success ratio, no glaze, Duke is one of the greatest to ever do it.
I'm cool with glazing Duke as like a joke or like an ongoing joke, but I can't stand the people that actually like really, you know, like almost to the point where it's like, it feels like admiration. Like, bro, like you gotta live your own life too, bro. Calm down. Like, he don't know you.
Don't miss.
No, he's good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
And I'm not gonna lie, I've been seeing a lot of girls like saying like, oh, do y'all really find Duke Dennis attractive? Like, I've been seeing mixed reviews. I mean, I'm not gonna say how I view him because I don't like men, but I'm just saying, like, I've heard mixed reviews. Like, I'm pretty sure I seen a TikTok that was very popular saying, oh, Duke not even all that.
He's good.
And I'm not gonna sit here and bounce on meat, alright? But you can just see his influence.
I feel like these girls, they want Duke Dennis. They don't want me. It's not fair.
And after that, I have to put my glorious, majestic king, Jordan Carter, and Frank Ocean. These two niggas were blessed with the ability to make some of the best music you ever hear. And what did they use it for? Frank Ocean is off the grid. Cardi's a deadbeat father that releases no music.
Tell Playboy Cardi to drop. I don't speak to him, my love. We haven't heard from that man in over like 6 months. We don't.
imagine having a child with a lady and you're gone for like half a year. Like, you don't even care about checking in. That's insane. That's just aura right there. I'm trolling. That's actually just bad behavior.
I don't know where he is. I don't.
For why? Maybe Frank Ocean I can give the benefit of the doubt and he's not trying to be mysterious. But Cardi, we know. Okay, drop the act.
The thing is, bro, I can never blame Frank Ocean because, like, I know, like, what, his brother died, right? Like, everyone grieves differently, bro. And if you feel like you got to get off the grid, then that's what you got to do to recover.
Never try this lame-ass form of aura farming in real life. One-step method to lose all your friends. But bro, the worst thing you can do is backdoor your friend.
What's your opinion on people that wear fake designer clothes?
He's got someone right now.
If your way of aura farming is making...
That's when you got to grab a pistol. Like, no, honest, bro, what happened? Like, I feel like, how do I say this? You always got to be wary of people that are fake to their friends. Like, and I'm talking more as like adults, because I understand in high school a lot of drama goes on and whatnot, whatever, XYZ. But as an adult, if you're talking shit about your friends, like, that's such an immature thing to do, bro. One thing I think people need to normalize, bro, if your friend does something weird ass shit to you, bro, call it out. You don't have to call it out in public, but a lot of people got to understand. People listen. At least my friends listen. Like, if my friends ever see me doing lame shit, they'll tell me like, yo, Salah, I didn't like how you did this. And I'd be feeling guilty to the point where I'm like, yo, okay, I understand how it came off like that. I apologize. It won't happen again. I got you. It's that easy. But now, bro, we live in a generation, niggas cannot communicate, bro. We live in a generation where people would just rather just act upon action instead of actually just communicating with people and telling them how they feel. That's just insane to me, bro. I seen a TikTok of people talking about, more people are starting to realize like the saying, oh, if he wanted to, he would. Here's the thing y'all gotta understand. First and foremost, people are not mind readers. Another thing, y'all gotta understand, people love in different ways. Not everyone's love language is the same. Not everyone's love includes getting someone a flower every time they see them, every time they, no one is gonna message you good morning text every day. Some people view that as corny, but guess what? They're gonna be affectionate in some other way. That doesn't, and if you don't like that, then that's cool. But don't blame their whole character for that. It's just not what you want.
Making somebody else look bad to make yourself look good? Turn yourself in, bro. These type of people will tell your darkest secret just for the hope of making somebody giggle.
Can a nigga live? Can a nigga live?
Like these people.
That's true. I'm not gonna lie. The most immature thing to do that I grew up out of. No, I never even did this to begin with. One of the most immature things, bro, is sending good morning texts every day. I don't think that is necessary at all. I'm sorry. I'm depressed. Your good morning text is not going to do anything for me, right? If anything, it's going to feel like a task. Oh, because you messaged me good morning, now I got to message you good morning back. Nigga, I don't care for that. I'm sorry, bro. Like, let it be insinuated, okay? Let's both have good mornings, all right? And let's just assume that.
They'll start doing way too much. They'll dead ass start doing anything. Brody. I asked to borrow your hotspot 2 years ago. What do you mean do I still... Brody, I asked to borrow your hotspot 2 years ago. What do you mean do I still need your hotspot? There is so many examples of this greasy behavior, but I'm gonna continue before I get too mad. If you're guilty of this behavior, we're gonna leave you in a mud cabin in India and you can stay there. Do we deadass just need to bring back being ourselves? Cause this shit is really getting out of hand. Imagine a world where you didn't have to aura farm and your regular behavior was just enough. But you know, some people are just naturally swaggy, like me and Osama-san. Do you see the fear in this guy's eyes?
Oh, scary!
And you can't tell me Trump hasn't been aura farming, okay? Ever since he got shot by that bullet in the ear, okay, I wouldn't even say shot, maybe grazed.
Funny enough, I actually asked Tommy about this question. I need to know y'all genuine answer. Who has more aura, Trump or Obama? Keep in mind the question I'm asking. I'm not asking who's better. I'm not asking who y'all prefer. I'm asking who has more aura. I disagree with y'all. I think Trump has more aura. That doesn't mean it's good though. Don't get me wrong. Not all aura is good aura. I think Trump has more aura. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because Trump is loved by his like cult-like audience or like people that really love him. And he's also really hated. You feel me? Because here's the thing. Aura doesn't mean good aura. You could have evil aura. And let's be real. A lot of people hate that nigga. Like with their life. And because, you know, Trump just feels like a name that feels like Voldemort sometimes to some people. It's like, oh. And from that, I'd say Trump has more aura.
But this nigga switched up, bro. Look at his presidential photo. Moving like he was in the Squid Game, bro. I've made this joke before. I already used that meme, but I'm gonna use it again. Cause this nigga doing too much. Just smile, bro. Just to let you know that I'm gonna try and upload 10-minute videos every 5 to 7.
Great video. YouTube, let me know who you think has the most aura. What do y'all do to aura farm or whatnot? Do y'all care about aura? I feel like, bro, just be yourself, all right? Stop trying to be someone you aren't because it's gonna be evident. Just, you know, start caring. Stop being nonchalant. We need less nonchalant people and more passionate people that care about what they want to do in life and actually pursue it, as opposed to not caring. Anyways, make sure y'all are striving for your goals, all that good stuff. Subscribe, join us on Twitch, Waxter for life. Love y'all.